Well, Christmas, as you know, is a time of giving, but most Americans don't think that we should be giving the gift of amnesty to millions of illegals. President Obama, of course, disagrees and argues 'tis the season to back his executive action on immigration.
As I said the day that I announced these executive actions, we were once strangers too. If we're serious about the Christmas season, now's a good time to reflect on those who are strangers in our midst, and remember what it was like to be a stranger.
That's right, because nothing says Christmas like a green card, Greg.
I got to tell you, that was his best NPR voice ever, because I wanted warm milk and cookies. We have to combat this storyline that the left is always selfless, and on the right, you're always selfish. That's what they operate on as a rhetorical device. Well, for example, that you're selfish if you're for law and order, or legal immigration. Mm-hmm. That's somehow mean, but amnesty is selfless. But that's not true, because actually the left, in their beliefs in selflessness, there is no such thing as a free lunch. We all end up paying for it. It's just that some people want to do it the right way. Legal immigration is not being selfish. It's just being smart. And I'm sick and tired of this storyline. It's a great one, though, Bob, because you use it all the time.
Yeah. And it's it's also a bit disingenuous, Eric, because then the president followed and he said, well, what I did, most people wanted this. That's why I did it. Well, if most people wanted it, why wouldn't President Obama have done it before the elections? I mean, people are looking for work. They can't find jobs. It's pretty tough to sell this now when the economy is so bad. And if so, why didn't he do it before?
And so I'm trying to figure out what he is. Is he the guy who is in favor of amnesty for all illegals, in favor of amnesty for a certain select number of illegals? Or is he the deporter-in-chief, which when it suits his political argument, he says he's deported more illegals than any other president in the history of presidents? So I'm not sure. Does he have the compassion of the amnesty giver, or is he the deporter-in-chief? I'm not really, but I guess he can play both of those parts. To play on people's hearts, tug on heartstrings around Christmas time, saying this is the right thing, this is the sensitive thing to do. It doesn't matter what the right or sensitive thing to do is. What the legal thing to do is be the deporter-in-chief and send them back or put them in line to gain a legal status. And I agree with Greg. Let's just increase the amount of legal immigrants we allow.
Well, then you take the 11 million and you send them home, right?
You can't send everyone home, Bob. We have the same argument conversation over.
Okay,
you can't send 12
but the
million
polls do show
home.
that people do favor legislation. They don't favor what Obama did, but they favor legislation to let these people have some road to citizenship.
So then why didn't Dana Obama let the path just play out, let Congress act? I mean, he didn't have to go through executive order, and it seems like instead of motivating with reason, they're deciding to really use the moral argument on torture and other things. And Jorge Ramos from Univision decided to call him out on what Eric mentioned. Why didn't you do this sooner? You've actually ripped apart a lot of families by deporting them. Let's take a listen, then get you to react.
As you're saying, you always had the legal authority to stop deportations. Then why did you deport 2 million people?
Jorge, we're not going to.
For 6 years you did it. You destroyed many families.
Jorge,
they call you deporter-in-chief.
You called me deporter-in-chief.
It's cognitive dissonance. What is he?
But Jorge Ramos says that President Obama said that he had the power to deport, but the president also said he did not have the power to do what he did through executive action on the amnesty piece. So which is it? I don't know. I do think that people disagree with the policy, and disagree with the process, as Bob was saying, and that has made them sour on the policy. If you support President Obama, what he's talking about with Christmas helps you in your arguments in the next 2 weeks at cocktail parties, yes, absolutely. But I think it works against them as well because, again, it's suggesting that the Americans who don't agree with him are not generous people, that they're somehow bad people, that they're not good enough. That is not who we are.
And also, think about it. You could say that the people that are for amnesty are actually selfish because they just want plenty of cheap labor. And that's pretty selfish.
Right. And, Bobby, he did quote the Bible on this one as well. And you weren't too pleased he misquoted it.
It was not a correct quotation. But, at this time of year, look, people are going to play politics for the holidays. They have for as long as I've been in politics. People have taken advantage of Christmas and other things to sort of pull on heartstrings. You do it. So what's the big deal?